Peace, love, and light to everyone. I just decided that, hey, I'm going to start doing clips. And this is something that I feel like, in these times that really need to get through to my people. So with that being said, I pieced some things together from the the most best knowledgeable mind that I know that always brings facts. And you can't don't miss a beat. You can't fuck with him. So just look at this and then you tell me what you think.
Clinton right now. Okay, so that's what time it is. But first, let's review. Okay, I don't want to hear shit about no accidental death. I don't want to hear shit about none of that. An 8-year-old girl, her mother and her grandfather drowned in their new home swimming pool. Right now, I want y'all to pay attention to something because the grandfather is going to be the key. Okay, but I want y'all to pay attention to something because as I walk y'all through this, I want y'all to realize how important these people are. And you might say, well, Pharaoh, why are these people important? I don't see that they're important. That's the point. Why is CNN and why is CBS writing up these articles as if these were just 3 random nobodies? These were very important, rich Indian elites, if you want to call them that. And so if you go to the newspaper that's from India, you see right here, updated on the 24th, the same date that this was published, from India, Mumbai Mirror. What does it say? 3 members of Indian origin family die in the United States swimming pool mishap. 3 normal fucking people. These were 3 people, one of them who was associated with Bill Gates and Hillary fucking Clinton. Now let's prove that though. Let's prove that. CNN says what? An 8-year-old girl, her mother and her grandfather found dead in the pool of their New Jersey home, died as a result of accidental drowning, the medical examiner's office said Tuesday. Now, I'm going to prove how that's a lie. The East Brunswick Police Department and Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office identified the victims as Bharat Patel, who's the key player here, who was 62 years old, his daughter-in-law, Nisha Patel, who was 33, and her 8-year-old daughter. The manner of death was accidental and the result of drowning. The county medical examiner's office said everybody doesn't believe that they drowned is because when I show you the pool, it's damn near impossible for you to have drowned in this fucking pool. In no fucking 3 feet pool, my guy. Who drowns in a 3 feet pool? Who does that? In a 3 feet pool? Okay, cut it out. Now listen. So people started questioning this. Like, hold on, this shit don't sound right. Were they electrocuted or something? So now the mainstream media replies, and they says electricity not a factor in pool death of girl, mother, father, mother and grandfather in New Jersey, right? So this is the same case. Now it says authorities said that while the above ground pool was mostly shallow and 3.5 feet deep, a portion of the pool was 7 feet deep, and it doesn't appear that the victims knew how to swim. So let's just look at the pool. Let's just look at this pool. Who the fuck drowns in that? Who drowns? I know bullshit when I hear it. I know bullshit when I hear it. This is bullshit. Nobody drowns in this. 3 people. First of all, I'm 5'8". If you throw me in a 7 feet right now, I can jump my way to the shallow end. How the fuck did 2 adults drown in a 3.5 feet pool? Are you serious? Are you serious? And I don't believe any part of this pool goes to 7 feet. Mind you, how do you drown in this? Cut it out. Cut it out. Who drowned in this pool, this Indian gentleman, is that he was connected to Bill Gates and Hillary Clinton. That's what you're about to learn. What he knew, we'll never know because they fucking killed him apparently. But why is it that everybody that is connected to Hillary Clinton dies accidentally? Why is that? Isn't that just why? And it's not up over and spill the juice. You can say it was an accident. But then if I do it again, maybe you can say that was an accident. But if I do it over 40 motherfucking times, huh? because Hillary Clinton has over 90 people who mysteriously died. Let's confirm that. So let's go back. Okay, this happened in New Jersey, right? East Brunswick. Now, when we look up the deceased gentleman, Bharat Patel, what do we see? Okay, we see that he was working, and he was ahead at Next Generation MD Inc., and that he lived in East Brunswick, New Jersey. So we see that this is indeed the same person that died. So, and guess what he was into? Pharmaceuticals. Okay, so this is where Bill Gates and their relationship comes in, which I'm going to show you. But not only was he into pharmaceuticals, right? He was a vice president at a Orgasid company in India, Gujarat. Now, this is going to be important because this is where I'm going to show the connection between them and the Clinton Foundation. So now let's just continue to confirm who this guy is. Now, when you look up the history of the Patel family, this is basically like an elite family in India. And they got so much money that they own a huge percentage of shit over here. So let's look up, when you go to Ancestry.com and you look up the Patel family, right? It says it's an Indian name, Gujarat, which we just seen here, okay? Where he's the vice president of a company in Gujarat, India. So this is the same guy. So this name is an Indian name from Gujarat, Hindu and Parsi name, which goes back to an official title meaning village headman. Basically like a Rothschild family in India. And just to sum it all up, this is an article from Quartz India from August 2015 that says what? The affluent Patel clan owns a quarter of the United States motels. In India, it wants to be called backward. Despite this global fame and wealth, about 1 million Patels, a mainly Hindu community, also known as the Petitars, are rallying in Gujarat's commercial capital of Ahmedabad, demanding an other backwards class status of their community. So this is an elite Indian family. So why is this important? Why did the mainstream media coincidentally leave all of that shit out? Why did CNN not say that an elite rich ass Indian from another country drowned in his pool? We continue to dig, right? What do we find out? Let's continue to dig. So when you continue to do your research on Bharat Patel, you'll come across Ekal Vidyala. And the reason you come across Ekal Vidyala is because, as you can see, Bharat, okay, in 2017 gave Ekal a unique goal of establishing 100,000 schools by the year 2022. Patel was a part of India's crusade to establish literacy. And you see it here. When you go to the Hindu Post from August 2019, it says Ekal Vidyala Foundation rapidly approaching 100,000 schools target. And you see that Bharat gave the Ekal Vidyala's foundation this goal. So when you come over here to the Indian Times, and you go to this article from 2018, it says what? Ekal Vidyala, a mission to eradicate literacy. Illiteracy. India's richest men have joined forces with Microsoft's chairman Bill Gates to launch an ambitious campaign to teach 100 million literate Indian slum children to read by the end of 2010. Has this man, okay, been interconnected with the Gates and Melinda Foundation? He's been partnered with the Clinton Foundation, as you see right here. So now, through this. So now when you go to ekalvidyala.org, which you see, I left the fucking URL right there. Okay. What do you see? This is what? A nonprofit organization on a mission to bring basic education to every child across rural India. And you know how Bill Gates like to get down with them third world children. The point I want to make is this is the same logo. I just blew it up. So you know that this is the same organization that the deceased was associated with. Now, if you come over here to the Clinton Global Initiative, I left the URL for you to see it. It says clintonfoundation.org, and you go to their community schools in India section. What does it say? It says this commitment would build 1,000 primary schools in rural Indian communities through partnership with Ekal Vidyala Foundation. The school will be one teacher, non-formal education centers based on the needs of the village, the children, and their families. So Hillary Clinton has associated herself with the deceased. So I don't want nobody talking about, oh, this is conspiracy. It's not conspiracy. And y'all pissing me off. Keep trying to discredit facts because you want to have your fucking head in the sand. So before we continue on, what do we know so far about the victim? That this was not a drowning. Nobody drowns in this fucking pool. So since we know that nobody drowns in this pool, we know that the media is aiding and abetting the cover-up of a murder. Now we have to figure out who would murder these people and why. What did we find out about the victim? That he was connected to Bill Gates and Hillary Clinton.
Walk a mile up in my shoes you wouldn't go for. Designer bags under my eyes, they from Goya. As I look up in the mirror, pray I go for. Whole lot of hair on in my vision, I'm a dope boy. I can't lie, yeah, you niggas can't compare to us. I can't lie, yeah, you niggas put no fear in us. I can't lie, grew up alone, no one took care of us. I can't lie, fuck up the city.